And while the causality is not directly stated in the hymn, fear of Hera's wrath is implied to be a large part of why all the places Leto tries to settle down to have her baby kick her out again. The only exception is the island of Delos, which is pretty crappy by island standards and devoid of all the classic appeals of a hunk of rock in the middle of the ocean, and Leto swears on the river Styx that her glorious golden son will skyrocket the property values with his biggest and baddest temple if Delos will let her have her baby already. And the island agrees. But Hera does not, and keeps Aletheia, goddess of childbirth, on a short leash for 9 days and nights until the other goddesses fire off a message to kick her out of bed and she zips down to help Leto out. Apollo is finally born, and everyone is really impressed with how cool and badass he is, and he declares that the lyre and the bow will be his symbols and he will speak the will of Zeus. In celebration, Delos blooms with golden flowers, and true to his word, no matter how many temples Apollo gets, his shrine at Delos is always the best. And Artemis is presumably also there, but the Homeric hymn barely mentions her, so whatever. The hymn to Pythian Apollo goes into more detail about some of the shenanigans Apollo gets up to, and the singer recounts a short list of some of Apollo's many lovers before settling on the story of how Apollo found the perfect place to sit his oracle. After a very scenic Mediterranean grand tour, he settles on the area of Crissa, lays out the foundations for his temple, and then casually scoots over to a nearby spring currently populated by a terrible dragon, Python, and kills it, gaining the epithet Pythian and naming the place Pytho in one fell swoop.